What's up?
We back. We
Yes.
back after
We
2 weeks.
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
It feels that long. It felt that long.
It has.
we've been on a hiatus.
Okay, you're right. I don't think I can concentrate.
See?
We've been on a hiatus to bring you guys a better version of ourselves.
Right. Totally.
But nothing has changed.
There's been a 1% increase in our competency levels.
What? Where?
Of what?
When was
Huh?
it?
What are you talking about?
1% competency
What
lab.
are you talking about? You're the one bringing up the 1%.
Oh,
Because I
1%.
yeah, because
thought
I
you
said
said
we left to bring a better version of ourselves. What? Okay, yeah, 1% improvement. Small progress is still progress, guys. Don't forget.
Wow.
Wise words.
Indeed.
Fuck, the ball keep
Hey,
floating.
fuck you lah.
Why am I the only one here?
Okay.
Alright,
I'm in
so
your
what is
party.
Shall
what's
we
our
begin?
Yeah, what's our topic?
Our
Yeah,
topic is
like-
what have you guys been up to for the past 2 weeks?
News update.
Anyone just start?
Start from
For
you.
me,
ah.
Nicholas,
Fahmi,
Nicholas.
new job. What?
Oh yeah. Wait, for me, yeah. How's your new
Yeah.
job?
Then
yeah.
I should be last.
You
No,
are-
you
First
should
for
start
last.
first. You should start off. Us off.
Who?
Fahmi. He got a new job.
Oh, shit. Let's go
Hang
for
on, ah.
me.
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Fahmi.
Okay.
Sounds like those poly freshman orientation camps.
Sounds like the shark scene from Finding Nemo.
Oh yeah. the meeting, right?
Yes. Okay. You're saying?
Yeah, like going off on a tangent.
It hasn't even started. So recently, about 3 weeks ago, I gotten myself a new job. Yay!
Yay!
Uh,
Contributing to
compared to
society.
compared to our first few podcast sessions, I was basically unemployed. That was like my main personality trait.
What the fuck?
Because I left my first full-time job after like 2 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Right. So that was in marine industry. So I've been searching for a job in the social service industry. So planning to make a switch to that side. But the problem for I would say half a year is that applying for social service industry jobs is not the most easy. The most what do you call it?
It's not easy.
Difficult.
Yeah, it's just not easy lah. Uh, because are you just searching, Dexter?
Bro,
No.
come
Oh,
on.
what are we doing?
Waiting for
Oh, we're listening to you talk.
Okay. So, yeah, it's not been easy because I don't really have experience in the social service sector, and my diploma has nothing to do with social work or counseling or psychology, and I don't have experience. But somehow, after I quit my full-time job, there was a lot of opportunities online because I just started looking for anything, part-time job, internships that's related to the industry that I can get into. Just waiting for someone to give me a chance. So I applied to this place called Petapis. It's like a Muslim Malay non-profit organization.
So you're not making money.
I'm giving money.
Wait,
Say, no lah.
That sounds like a reverse job.
Sounds like. Anyways, yeah, I'm being paid normally. It's just we are not like funded by the government or anything. But the goal of the company Petapis is they have many different homes: children's home, senior citizens home, uh, a home for girls and women who are victims of like abuse, domestic abuse, and
Oh,
such.
that's your specialization, is it?
No,
That's the department,
no. I applied for children's home for as to be a youth guidance officer, but somehow when they got back to me through the email, they offered me the role of welfare officer at Petapis halfway house. So what the halfway house specializes in is rehab for drug offenders. So we
What? Drug
rehabilitation
Oh,
for drug
rehab.
offenders.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So we usually these inmates, the prisoners, they are serving their tail end of their sentence. Maybe their last 6 months, their last 1 year. So before being released to society, they will go through our house and they will go through our programs, which will equip them with skills and knowledge on how to assimilate back into the society when they get released. So, for example, how it works is maybe they have a 6 month stay in our house. The first month will just be settling into the house. Then the next few months they will go through courses and either job courses or driving license, or could even be life skills courses for them to take up to prepare them for their last few months at our house, which we will help them to find jobs basically. So they will continue on to be employed with that job when they are released. So in a way we are giving them a booster before they go out. And yeah, so my job is mainly at the moment I serve as a welfare officer. So I deal with mainly security, observation, and intervention. Just tracking the
Oh.
movements of we call them residents. We don't call them inmates or prisoners.
Wait, so like, as in they already finished the sentence or haven't yet?
Haven't serving the tail end of their
Oh, so they
sentence.
just come over.
Ooh! Oh, what?
They,
Sorry.
they just come over like from time to time, is it?
No. So like I said, maybe they are left with 6 months or 1 year before they are released to society. So instead of spending that last few months or that 1 year in jail, they will be attached to our house,
So like
where
in a
they will get like basically better treatment compared to prison. They
So-
have more freedom.
you guys are like, as in they are still under security supervision.
Yes, they are still under Singapore Prison Services.
Oh.
It's just that we will work closely with Singapore Prison Services to update them on their cause for example every inmate they will have their own reporting officer in prison side.
Mm.
So we will liaise with them to give them updates on their clients, I would say, on how they are doing, whether they are ready for life
outside
after life after, I guess,
They're ready to be
coming-
released back into the general population.
yeah, so we are helping them with their transition back into the real world, you know.
So how's your job?
Because
I
having
see.
spent so much time in prison, maybe they don't know what has changed outside. Like for example, even things like SingPass, sometimes they finally come out, then we need to help them to apply for jobs. Then we have to help set them up for their SingPass, and maybe during the COVID period, we have to teach them how to use Trace Together and stuff like that. So a lot goes into helping them be ready for the workforce and to dealing with because they are drug offenders, right? So sometimes when they go out, they might be prone to the temptations or peer pressure again. So we will help them go through courses to learn how to deal with those kind of situations. How to
Just
detach.
say no.
Yeah, just say
Give them
no,
bookmarks.
kids. Say no to drugs. Stay in school.
Now I know why they didn't hire you for the youth one.
I know, right?
So yeah, that's my role basically. But mine, I'm not really a social worker at the moment. Mine is like I said, more of security, observation and intervention.
I think they saw your like NS records and they're like, this man.
Okay, so the thing is to apply for this role that I'm currently holding, you need to have preferable to have previous military, police, or military background
Yeah.
or prison background. Yeah.
Oh,
So
prison background.
Like you're the
not
EA.
not
Like
as
work
an
in a prison
email,
or
but
like
officer
okay.
lah. No shit.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, nice save.
Thanks, man.
Technically, you having a like a drug offender background also helps because it's like you know what they've been through.
What the fuck?
I
As
mean,
in, like, it's easier to empathize, I
okay,
would say.
because some of our higher ups are also former residents who have went through the program.
See.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they are there to help guide the rest of us who are like who don't really know the mindset of these people. So they give
Imagine
us
like they tempt you, you
guidance
tempt them. Then everybody
it's-
do drugs together.
so the most interesting part is I get to meet people from many different walks of life.
Oh,
From the residents to the staff, to my own department colleagues. It's a lot of like experience and
Well,
wisdom coming from them.
from many different walks of life, like heroin, weed, cocaine.
Fuck
Fuck.
off, Nick.
Uh,
So how is it like? How's your work there so far? How you feel?
I would say it's one of the most fulfilling jobs, and it's what I've been wanting in full-time jobs
Oh, it's like gives
for a
you
long time.
meaning in life.
Yeah. Even though
Yeah.
now I'm not working in a social work role, my expected progression will be because right now I'm still a welfare officer, so I'm just monitoring their movement, learning how to uphold the security and maintenance of the house and stuff like that. Just general operation duties. But after maybe a year or so, they might move me back to they not move me back lah. I mean they might transfer me to the social work department where I will start as a social working aide lah. So in a sense, I'm just assisting the actual social workers first. Then from there, move my way to become a case manager and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's the projected pathway, I guess, for myself because I have a diploma.
Oh, so you're already under full time with them, right?
Yeah,
What's the pay?
No, I can see Fami like abusing his power in like this kind of situation.
why?
Why?
Like one day like some like resident just like insult him like say his hair ugly or something like that. Then he's like you watch. Now that he go like put like drugs in his he put drugs in
Bro, no.
get addicted again.
I will end up going to jail myself
Yeah, like
for
the fuck.
incrimination.
The moment he actually had drugs.
That's
I mean, then you
illegal.
shouldn't be working. That means they have done a terrible job in screening through their applicants.
Then I think imagine you get arrested right at like the place right, and then they're like reading you your crimes of like like intentionally drugging inmates, and then you're like, they deserved it, like some crazy joker, like, they made me do it. You know what it's like, and it changes you.
They insulted my hair.
My hair.
But yeah, so far it's fun. It's okay. It's mentally tiring in the sense where you have to be on the ball, very observant because these people even though they are there to make a change and improve themselves, because these people they are not just randomly selected. They are considered the well
best of the
behaved
best.
in prison itself lah. So not every drug offender will get to go through this program. So those people who have a history of good conduct and showing willingness to improve, they will be sent here. But even so, sometimes when you're about to relapse, you will do anything just
Yeah.
to feel good, I guess. Because the reason they cannot kick their habit is because drugs play a it messes up your brain in the sense where it will provide you with a false sense of dopamine boost.
Wait, the thing
So
is, yeah, wait, I have a question. So it's like these people, they already have been in prison for quite a long time already, right?
yeah, 7 years, 5 years.
But even so, they still can get relapse.
Yeah,
Oh
because
shit.
okay, like how to say, I don't really
Once
know
you
how
got-
to say. It's
You got
just like
Fahmi there tempting them.
because when you are there, then you are going back into the outside world. Like maybe in prison it's easier to kick the habit. Okay, like okay, it's easy to say I'm sober, but once you come back to the outside world, then that's where your friends, the access to these drugs are much more accessible compared to when you are in prison. So you let's say you go back into that lifestyle, you meet your old friends, then you take the drugs again. You will confirm fall back into that same cycle. Like the old feeling will come back. Like this fucking shit, them shots. Yeah.
I
No.
think of it as like you know like how like you know you have a stomach ache, you feel like shitting, and then like the urge is like strongest when you're closest to the bathroom.
Like,
A bit
wow,
flawed,
that's
but I guess in a sense.
It's like they know that once they get out, right, they have the chance to take drugs again.
Yeah. So
They
that's
have
why
the
we are.
hope of taking take drugs
Yeah.
again.
I mean, if that's the case, is they aren't. I would say that like not mentally strong to
Yes,
resist the
correct.
temptation. Or
They are smart. They are freaking smart. They are freaking cunning. That's why I say it's mentally tiring working as a welfare officer there, overseeing the security because they would try all sorts of ways to smuggle things in to their room. So the thing is, their lockers is under supervision. Anything they want to take out, we have to supervise in our office. But sometimes, like maybe you are busy with something else, then they will just like quick hands, just quickly. Okay, the types of things they will try to smuggle in, obviously, like the tobacco. Sometimes even strong psychiatric drugs, psychiatric drugs, whatever. Because these drugs and medications help to give them that somewhat same high as actual drugs, I guess. So even though like it's prescribed to them by IMH or whatever, they are supposed to take in controlled amounts, what? But if they take in excessive amounts, it's also harmful to them. It's considered a form of relapse.
no, but like it's kind of amazing. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but it's like such a long time already, but it still have such an effect on you.
Mm.
You know, even though you're under close supervision of like not getting that,
Okay,
kick it lah.
what I would compare it to for guys, they okay. A lot of guys have problems with porn or you know masturbation itself. I'm just being like open here.
Yeah.
A lot of people have issues with that. Is in a way it's a similar thing. You can quit for the longest time, but once you start back, like you go back to that life, you'll be sucked into the same spiral downwards again.
Mm.
Doesn't matter how long. It's the same thing as alcoholics even. You stay sober for damn long, then you see some people they will like or they will always avoid or reject offers to drinks because they know once they start again they will not be able to stop.
But
So
think
it takes that
Temptation,
willpower to
addiction
make
is there.
the what do you call it? It takes a certain willpower to continue making the right decisions
but the thing
to
is
commit
like
to your change.
yeah, that temptation is there, but like I think the thing I don't get is that drugs in a way like you go through a very hard period of trying to kick it what cause like there's a lot of like side effects like once you stop taking them, right? So
Yeah.
like wouldn't that kind of suffering kind of like, you know, curb the
That's the thing. The psychological factor of taking drugs is much more. The pleasure itself is, I would say, greater than all these sufferings. Even sometimes, yeah, for sure, maybe they see their family members suffer and everything. Then they're like, okay, sorry, I will change, I will change, I will do this, I will do that. They will say everything to make their family members feel happier, and maybe that's how they really feel at that moment. But once, if you have an addiction, like, you will understand lah. It's like the thrill and the pleasure will just overwhelm all the suffering and issues that you may have had.
Yeah, I got addiction to McDonald's. Guys.
I guess if you are like a straight and clean person, I guess you could equate it somewhat to that. But in maybe like 3 or 5 times as worse, the addiction, the pull factor towards the product.
I guess we won't ever really know until we take drugs ourselves.
Or become an alcoholic, or
I mean, like, to be honest,
yeah.
I drink alcohol, but like, it doesn't really. I've never
does
like
nothing
wanted
for you,
to get drunk from that before.
That means your
Mm.
life doesn't suck enough.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
probably. Like people,
How it
it's the
is.
same thing as smoking also. People use it. Usually, they will say it's a stress reliever. So maybe some people started taking drugs to relieve stress, or some people started drinking a lot to relieve stress.
You fucking dick.
Right.
So yeah, that's my job lately, and I have no regrets at all. It's been the best decision I've made so far, lah,
That's fucking
in terms
great,
of
bro.
career. Yeah,
Fucking great.
and the mentors that I have in the company itself are very full of wisdom. Very full of
Yeah,
wisdom.
I would think so lah. Like, yeah.
Because most of them are either ex-police officers, ex-prison officers, maybe some even like ex-CNB, Central Narcotics officers. So they have so much experience, not just in terms of operations or dealing with convicts, but just in life itself.
But I think like for the people there, most of them are already there like cause they got a passion to really help these people, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I would think so. I think that's like
And
social work mostly.
mm-hmm. But it's tiring. The mental challenges is different. Because sometimes one social worker have to attend to 15 different residents.
Oh,
So when you
shit.
think 15 residents, okay, well, it's just 15 individuals. But you have to think you are handling their employment, medical, their whatever admin, miscellaneous matters, their family matters. So for one person, there's so many sources of contacts that might try to reach out to you.
So like
So even during your like maybe off day or when you finish work, you might still receive calls. Like, let's say your resident failed to return to the facility on time, then you have to put up report. You have to inform prison, that kind of thing.
You have to grab a shotgun and go on a manhunt.
bro.
Yeah, put a wanted list,
But
wanted notice on
like
them.
how to say? So are you guys actually like short on manpower or something?
It fluctuates. Apparently, there's certain periods of time where there's enough manpower. Then people, as usual, every company will have. I feel like every company will have issues with manpower sometimes. People will come
Yeah.
and go, ma.
Yeah.
And especially because this place, they are open to new people. Hence why I managed to get in. They are willing to give uh, young, motivated people who wish to make a change, who have the right intentions to make a change. They are willing to give them a chance despite not having the right qualifications. So the thing with this is it's good, but let's say let's say these people, they get the experience, they have experience as a social worker for 2-3 years, then they decide to go somewhere else where the pay is higher, it's government funded. They are free to leave.
Oh.
So the turnover rate can be quite high. But if you treat your new staff well, they do treat the new staff well lah. It's just because it's a way for them to try and retain younger talent. Because for example, my colleagues, it's either around my age or these people are post-retirement already. They retire from prison, they retire from police, then they come here just to, put their previous experience to good use, like I would say, instead of working something else.
I see.
For a second, I thought you were gonna say they're gonna have a relaxing retirement.
So like
In
their
a sense, it's lower pace lah, because you don't have to enforce security in the sense where you need to carry arms or you have to have certain stricter rules of engagement with these residents.
Rules of engagement.
Yeah, like in prison or police, you will face harsher or more violent convicts, I would say.
so if your organization is not funded by the government, then who are you guys funded by? Donors ah?
Yeah, most probably donors and investors.
Oh shit. That is
But-
like kind
Funded
of
by other
tough.
drug dealers. They're like, take good care of my boy in there.
So, okay lah. It's been a wholesome 1 month, I guess, of working so
Oh
far.
shit, it's 1 month already.
Yeah, almost
Yeah.
1 month. Almost 1 month.
Has that been so long since we last actually talked?
Has it? I have
I
no
don't know,
idea.
man.
Okay,
I
enough
think it's been 3
update from
weeks.
me.
Yeah.
Can move on to someone else.
What's
Oh,
your
okay.
work schedule now?
Shift timing. So morning is morning, afternoon, night off, night off. That's
Like-
one
Night.
cycle.
How many
Night is
hours?
what, like overnight?
7:30 p.m. to 11. Sorry, it's 9:30 p.m. to 7:30 a.m.
9:30.
It's not office hours. Only when I transfer to
Oh.
the social work and case workers department, then I will do 9 to 6.
Do you need to
Office
hold a
hours.
gun?
No.
Then what do
So
you hold?
basically, if they want to escape, they want to run away from the facility, like by all means, we won't help them. Like we won't open the door for them, but we would stop them either way also. At most, we will just report to prison. Prison will work with police to find them again. Then they extend their sentence, which, if you think about it, it's their loss.
Yeah. it's
Like
not
we are here
worth-
trying to help you, but you don't want to help yourself. In the end, you stay inside longer.
Yeah.
That's why they are smart and cunning in their own ways, but when it comes to life decisions, they are heavily affected by drug usage.
I would say it's street smart lah. They have been out there already.
Yes, definitely street smart. Bro, the amount of times I don't know. Sometimes I don't know whether they manage to smuggle things within my observation or not.
I mean, they're not gonna tell you.
Yeah, obviously, but I've managed to intervene in a few situations, but it just makes me think that maybe there's way more occasions where I might have overlooked or not been able to catch them in the act.
Are they friendly with you?
Okay, friendly. Okay, most are friendly. They be like, okay, like in English, like, brother, like, how are you? Good morning. You eat already? Oh, how has it been working here? That kind of thing. And then they will try
Yeah,
to strike up a friendship for you. But even though you are trying to help these people and trying to think the best of them, you must always be, in a sense, cynical and guessing what their true intentions are. Are they doing that just to gain favors from you? Are they doing that to distract you whilst maybe their friend is doing something else in the background? Are they genuinely just trying to get to know you? Over time, you will see who is really trying to change who is. What the hell? Why are you on that team?
Bro.
So over time, like, you will see, you will have a sense of who is actually trying to change and who's just being nice for their own benefit.
I see. So have you
Like they
spotted
have bigger schemes up their sleeves.
I can imagine Fahmi being like passive aggressive, like when they want to like escape. He just like opened the door, just like go I dare you, go never mind. He's like,
I
no, you're
can-
walking out of here, but I swear to God, you're coming back in a wheelchair.
Oh shit.
you cannot facilitate their escape or anything like that. Or if, of course, if they bribe you and stuff, that's corruption. It's the basic things, lor. Like
I can see you abusing your power. Like one day, right, the guy walked past you, then he like don't like say good morning to you, then you're like, that's 3 more years for you.
no,
the
that's just
fuck?
being mean. That's just being a douchebag.
I don't think Fami can be the one like increasing
No,
people's sentence.
I'm definitely the good cop.
He just like walked past and like never greet, and then Fami's just like punching himself. Then it's like, oh no, stop it!
The main problem I have in the job so far is being the bad cop.
Oh.
Learning how to be firm and no means no.
I see. Then they're like, can we have lunch? It's been 12 hours. And they're like, oh no.
Because sometimes because their handphone usage is heavily monitored and controlled by us. So sometimes like they see their friends, because if you help the staff with certain projects, especially during this month, Ramadan, there's a lot of donation projects for the needy and stuff. So sometimes they will help. So when they help, they get certain privileges. So these people who help in the projects, they get privileges of using their phones for maybe longer or more frequently. Then the others will see, then like, brother, you let him use. Why we cannot use that kind of thing? So you must always know how to like justify why they can't do certain things. Like they don't want to do something, then you're like, oh cannot like if I let you do this, then like not just you getting in trouble, I will get in trouble also. Then they like, oh, okay lah, they understand that it's just my job. Right? I'm not being an asshole, like just denying them their requests for no reason. Like there's always a SOP that I'm following.
Nice. I see.
But yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. I feel like you get many more interesting stories from there.
Definitely, yeah. I have quite a lot already, but I can't
Mm.
share everything.
Filtered story for another time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, who's next?
Dexter.
Why?
Yeah, the
It's
children
like he's
one.
sharing his wholesome experience, and then I have like not so pleasant experience.
Why? What happened?
We need to
I don't
balance
know,
each
fuck
other
out.
out,
No.
you
We
know?
need the contrast. We need the
Yeah,
dynamics.
No, then I
Yeah,
become the like the
you're the resident.
then I
Oh,
become the
just go.
dickhead who
Just
is like
go.
so salty about life.
Let's go next.
just say, bro.
I mean, we it's algebra for koalas, anyways. We have shit takes, shit experiences.
I mean, nothing much. It's just it's a good thing that Singapore is opening up. Cause like my previous job groups are
Mm.
starting to contact me, and then like I'm getting more jobs.
Nice.
Because I'm currently freelancing and then working part time at a warehouse, and I'm not enjoying my warehouse job at all. So I'm just waiting for everything to stabilize, and then I can leave my job and like
The
continue my
warehouse
other
job.
job. I can leave my warehouse job.
So what's your other jobs?
I'm currently doing AV for events.
AV is
Basic-
audio and
Visual.
Visual,
Yeah,
yes. Okay.
audio video. So that's about it lah. The
Ish.
company that I applied for back in November of last year, they finally fucking contacted me like almost 6 months later. So yes, I'm working there now.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Wait, so what are you salty
Better late
about?
than never.
Yeah, so what's the bad news?
So what happened exactly?
Okay, basically. Oh my god. It's like I'm so mad at this, but I feel like I shouldn't be.
I
'Cause it's like
just say.
I honestly don't give a fuck about my job.
Pour your
I
heart
shouldn't
out.
say that.
Pour your
Give a
heart
fuck
out,
about
man.
what?
Just say yeah, the
Yeah,
people
just
won't
say.
know from where also. Just pour your
Okay.
heart out.
Yeah.
So basically, yes, at my job, there's this one duty role where you basically stand there, and then when vendors come, you direct them to your right, and that's the whole job. Like that's the whole job scope.
Wait, for your
What?
AV job?
No. For the warehouse job.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the vendors come in, then like you direct them to queue up to like go upstairs because there's like limited lots and shit.
Because these people, these vendors are bringing in stock,
Oh
so they
yeah,
have to go to the warehouse, but they need to queue.
yeah.
Okay.
So there's a
So
system for the whole queue.
so that's the entire job scope of that one row. Then like when there's no vendors, right? You're basically just standing there doing nothing at all. So for me, I just use phone. I take out my phone and I use my phone. Then apparently I swear the manager just nice came in on like uh came in by car. Then he saw me on my phone. And then I didn't see him and then it's like so far I've been working there for so long, right? It has never occurred that the manager will come and check on like this duty post one. So it's like I swear I kinda caught. Then he came up to me, then he asked me, why are you so engrossed with your phone? Then I just say, I just
Oh,
tell
he
him,
actually approached you.
yeah. So he came up to me. I just say, oh, I bought Then
Oh my god.
then after that
That's
he
a bad reply.
no then
Then
I didn't know who he is. Like I thought he was from because the warehouse is like 2 levels. Uh the warehouse is 2 levels. So I thought he's like the one upstairs. Then usually they don't really care. So I just told him that I was bored. Then after that he said something like, no, that's not the issue. I don't care what boring or what. I'm asking you why you're so engrossed on your phone. Something like that. And I say, oh, I just checking stuff. It's like you just checking by typing away at it. And I'm like, yeah. After that he asked me
huh?
whether is it an emergency. Then I say no. Then he's like, okay, you can go back up and then prepare to go home. That's what he told me. So I
Wow.
got sent home basically for like using my phone when I was at work, when there's nothing to do.
What the fuck? Bro,
Yeah.
drop his name. Drop his name, bro.
We're gonna cancel him.
No,
DDoS.
it's like
No, because to compare, I used to work at this same place as Dexter. We used to work together, and in my 1 year plus of working there, I always use my phone for that duty role as well. But nothing ever happened. It's so rare for like a higher up to just drive up to you or just come up to you and check on that role, because it's always it's nothing much to check on. The job is pretty straightforward and easy to do.
Wait, so so he's a manager that isn't around that area one lah.
no,
Like,
I think it's because of COVID. That's why they always work from home. Then we don't see him a lot.
okay.
Because I don't think Fahmi saw him before.
Yeah, I don't know any. By the description, I don't know anyone of that nature.
Wait, so like you gonna send home then that's it.
No, that's it lah.
Were you fired or what?
No, I wasn't fired. That would be quite stupid, right? If I kena fired for using my phone while at work.
No, the thing is, it's quite stupid. It's like, you know, like in school, then like the teacher confiscate your phone or suspend you, kind of shit.
Yeah.
It will just be recorded in his profile, I suppose. So if it's repeated offenses, maybe they will come up with something.
But the thing is,
mean-
like, no one ever got in trouble for that except for him. What?
No, someone else did
have-
last week.
have.
It
You are not okay by right. To make it easier to understand, you are not supposed to use your phone at work at this place. So you have, if you want to, you can use it discreetly. You know, because not using your work for the entire duration of the job, it's a bit overkill, I would say.
No, but if you tell me I cannot use my phone while like I'm working, that's fair. But when I'm just standing there with nothing to do,
Right.
then what you want me to do? You want me to stare into space? It's like, oh,
Is he
I
very
don't know.
old?
I don't think he's very old. He's balding though.
Shit.
That
Yeah.
doesn't mean shit. That doesn't mean shit.
Maybe he's just stressed out, bro.
Stress because of people like Dexter using phone.
He's like,
I mean,
you
like,
can look at them using their damn phone, kids nowadays.
I mean, like, to me, maybe because we are just like commoners, like I would say, like peasants.
Common.
Yeah, like we don't understand why, like what is wrong with the issue. Cause I honestly, there's a lot of things that I don't agree with, like corporate lifestyle. I would say, like some rules are there that then it doesn't make sense, or it's like, like the culture of like you cannot leave before your boss leave kind of thing. Yeah, you must act like you're overwork, like you're OTing and you're working hard. When even like it doesn't make sense if you already finish your work and stuff, right? Or like it's already like you already finish your shift for the day or something like that. So like these kind of things I don't understand. No.
Even worse when you're not being paid for it.
Yeah. Especially that. So like, I think like hopefully I feel like there's a shift in this kind of culture already. I would say. So like Dexter's like manager, that one I really like. It just doesn't make sense. Like if you feel that, as a manager, if you see like someone just idling without any work to do, then you think that maybe like to make things more efficient, you either assign like work that assign more work that makes it like at least it's like not so. If you really want the person to work, you assign more work to the person, what? But like
No, that's a bad. Let's not do that, shall we?
yeah, like as in like you get what I mean, like actually for me, like if I am required to work and not have any entertainment, right? And I reach the point where I have nothing to do. I'd rather have work assigned to me. If not, like time passes damn slow, and I don't like it when it's slow.
True.
Yeah, cause you feel so bored, like just like staring to space. I think you go crazy, man. I will go crazy.
That's me at my job every day.
Yeah.
I literally stand into blank space waiting for things to come in.
Like,
But, like-
surface level, it may sound nice that you don't have anything to do and you're getting paid for it.
Yeah.
It's so boring sometimes.
It's very boring unless like you say that okay you can do like other stuff while you are on that job. Then I'm like okay that's fine, but like you are getting punished for trying to make your brain
Entertain
active,
Um,
and yeah, no man, doesn't make sense.
No, the thing is, they removed that duty station today.
Cause
oh,
Yeah.
it's kind of redundant, no man. Like redundant in the sense that if there's no one there, then you got nothing to do, kind of.
yeah,
Yeah.
quite. It's just and most of the vendors who they already know where to go.
Hmm.
You are just there in case there's like new vendors who are a bit lost. But that's a rare occasion also. So every once in a blue moon they will come by and they'll be like, "Where's this place?" You know.
I was talking to this other guy from work, who also got sent home last week. But all he did was listen to music while he was there, and then he cannot send home.
Loudspeaker,
No, on his phone.
as in not through.
Earpiece,
Not through earpiece, not through earpiece.
Mm.
or loudspeaker.
Yeah,
I do that. I did that all the times.
but okay, you never get caught. Then it's like we swear now that he's
Just say
and he's the same manager also.
I feel like he's just a grumpy man.
I think maybe he's insecure about his body.
yeah,
And he
nothing.
has to like assert dominance. this
No,
way.
if you think about it, he has nothing. Let's say he's really the manager. That means he has nothing better to do than to check on you guys rather than
It's
doing his
like
actual job.
considered micromanagement. Like
Yeah,
if you
you should.
are like if you're a good manager, you'll be thinking like, oh, like the person is bored. Like if I want to make them work, what else can I add to their job or something like that? Like instead of like just
Yes.
like it doesn't make sense to just send you home. Then what do you achieve from there? Like, do you guys
They
get
look at
paid
you.
for the entire day?
No.
So you just like until the
I mean, if I do, I'll just use phone all the way, dude.
as in you're just like so like that day when you got sent home is like until the hour that you got sent home, is it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's like unless you tell me like he decided or another way he can do is like make the shift such that it's until the point where you're needed or something. I don't know. It's just like doesn't make sense to just send you home for nothing.
Yeah, he
No, the
should
thing
be finding
is-
ways to make it more worthwhile or productive.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is now they have a lot of manpower and they can afford to like they always do this. Okay, I allegedly
The turnover rate.
the turnover rate is high, and then sometimes when they have too much manpower, right, they'll find stupid reasons to terminate people. Like I heard this one guy, right, he didn't observe safe distancing measures, and then he got terminated. Okay, but like granted,
Whereas,
he's a repeat offender.
uh,
Yeah, and then I don't know. It's just dumb.
Dumb indeed. See, I don't like managers like that.
I don't know.
it's like,
But
what are you trying to solve? What are you trying to prove?
my warehouse likes to hire these kind of people.
Oh shit.
Mhm.
Do they get paid well?
Probably or else who will become manager there, yeah.
It's to the point where they are. Sometimes you feel like they are trying to emulate a uniform group
It,
setting.
Yeah, they probably are.
it's
I-
even worse,
that's-
dude. My NS wasn't even this bad. It's legit. Sometimes I don't know.
Unreasonable.
Yeah.
Most times unreasonable.
If I'm not wrong, like very bureaucratic traditional organizations, like that's how they operate. Like
Mm.
cause it is proven to be effective in military organization, so like that's how they replicate it. It's also like why some, like in Singapore, a lot of like ex-officers they are transferred to, like after they retire from the military.
Right. They
Yeah,
become ministers or political figures,
yeah,
or even CEOs, chairmen for certain organizations.
yeah. That's the reason.
But
A
even
lot
then,
of shit being thrown today.
even
I
then,
mean, it's
a
the
lot of
truth.
shit being thrown
It
today.
is the truth that like this is what I studied. Okay, like for real.
How to be incompetent.
No, it's just like traditional bureaucratic organizations are like it can be
cultures.
yeah, it can be effective, but like all organizations have their pros and cons, and like bureaucratic kind is just like it's not very flexible law.
Whereas, okay, you know those companies like tech companies like Google,
Yeah.
Shopee, where they treat their employees super well. They have like super nice pantries. They have a slide to get to their office and stuff. What kind of office
No, but like
culture
this is
approach is that?
us. This is us seeing from the outside. Like you don't know how it's
Yeah, I
operating
heard-
inside. Maybe it's just as shit or
I
something.
heard
I-
Shopee's working hours are crazy, but I can
Is
I
it?
can really I can, how do you say what's that word called? I can testify that Google's welfare is really really good.
Okay, so what kind of approach is that? It's a welfare approach, right?
Yeah, so like basically trying to get, like, you know, like when your employees are happy and stuff. So like these kind of tech companies, right, a lot of it is like they try to get the innovation from their employees, cause like that's how I would say tech works, like in this company, like trying to improve the system and stuff like that. So like if you make your employees happy, so they don't have like anything else to worry about, right? So like they can have their creative styles ongoing. Yeah.
Focus more on their tasks also. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, but I think like Shopee wise, right? I heard that their work hours is kind of wild in Singapore.
Mm.
What I heard lah. But Google, I know like I know someone from Google, and like she sometimes like she got show like how their pantry is. So it's like the food there is really really good. Like they have like free food for their employees and stuff like that. So
I
the
have so
welfare is
many
good lah.
jokes.
But I think the trade off is that I think for her job scope is that she has to work with other country people.
Oh, foreigners.
Yeah.
Right.
So like her work hours a bit. It's like flexible. It's not fixed. So if you like that kind, then like, and you can get into Google, that's for you.
Mm.
I okay lah. My organization not bad also. I got free food. Then like employees are very motivated to stay because if
Are
they
you
don't,
sure? Are
if they
you
don't
sure
show up
about
to
that?
work, they might end up in a place like where Fahmi is working.
Oh man.
Hey, but mine drug offenders. We don't take people like you.
Yeah,
Mm.
I think my place is trying to replicate that, you know, that military officer style of like leadership.
Isn't your workplace already quite military?
It is, isn't
Is
it?
it a joke that we don't get?
Yeah, are
Is
you
it
trying to make
supposed to
a
be
joke?
sarcastic?
No, never mind.
Huh?
Yeah, my welfare is also quite good. I rather enjoy my workplace.
Your pay and
Yeah.
stuff.
So Dexter, anything else to add on to your recent events?
Other than the board
basically-
manager.
My work life just sucks at the moment.
Okay, I was there.
I mean,
No,
like,
it's not
Other
just
point one.
this. Even for the new job that I waited 6 months to get.
Oh.
I don't know whether I should say this or not because it's like
just
Say
say
it.
I'm
say
no,
it.
but
Say
I'm new. But I'm
Do
new.
it.
Say I'm new also, and
Yeah lah,
okay.
but you said all the good things,
Oh
right?
yeah, true. Then why just say no one listens to our podcast anyways. Sorry to anyone who might be listening to this. You are not wasting your time. I promise you.
That doesn't sound very promising.
Let me think of a way to say it like proper. So I
Oh, you have to filter it, bro. No filter,
Yeah.
gang.
Eh, we are supposed to be controversial.
Yes,
We're
yeah.
supposed to get cancelled by the
We're
first
supposed to be
session.
smooth brain.
okay lah. I just don't really vibe with the work style there.
What is the work style?
I don't know. Not my style.
Oh,
And what is your style and what is your work style?
it doesn't give you freedom to do your own way.
It's very micromanagey.
Okay lah.
Ah,
Correct lah. So it doesn't give you freedom to do things your own way,
I guess.
in a sense.
I mean, it's not that I have a way of doing things. It's just
You feel scrutinized every time. Like
no,
Under-
it's like you
Wait.
legit need to find something to do. Like okay. Basically, sometimes we are given a room to set up. Okay, and then like let's say we run the cable, then we tape cable. But tape cable, you don't need like 5 people to do what.
yeah,
So 2 people is doing, then you just chill,
have nothing
relax.
else to do. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you stand there and do nothing, right, you will kena fuck one. Yeah.
it's
You
the
just have to
classic,
learn
yeah.
how to act busy. Wayang,
Yeah.
wayang.
the classic act.
That's something
Yeah,
I must.
And that's you always wayang. What? Isn't it something you should be used to by now?
I don't know. This one different type of wayang. Because this one is like lesser people. Then sometimes the supervisor, right, he'll just sit there and then like he's in your way. But then you don't know how to tell him to like
Get the
Good.
fuck out.
I mean that's
Piss off!
not a nice way of putting it.
You're blocking my way.
Excuse me.
I don't know.
Kindly excuse yourself from
Hey,
my presence.
Excuse me, I'm trying to get that shit over there. Thank you.
Sorry, boss. You sit here. How am I supposed to do this thing that you asked me to do?
Go waste the oxygen somewhere else.
No, but the thing is they have a different department upstairs. It's like it is how should I say this? Basically there's 2 different departments that I can go to. So I'm going to work at the other department, so hopefully it's nicer there. It's better there.
Oh, don't have the balding guy.
Yeah.
That's
This is a
Balding guy is
different job
different company.
entirely.
Okay, different job. Technically, you won't be there as well. So
That's true. So yes, that sums up my work life as of now.
Epic.
All right. Next, Nicholas, go.
What can you share?
Share
Yes,
about
what
your
can you
epic
share?
printing shop story again.
no, I'm not bringing
Okay,
it
what
up. Yeah, that's not.
No, what
No,
painting shop?
Oh,
Wait, what? What painting shop?
nothing.
That's not something that should be said on
Wait,
screen.
wait, why is it that all of you know but me?
I know cause I met him with
I also know because I met
our other
him.
friends.
Oh. So
Yeah.
Dexter, tomorrow you must meet him.
Next after the stream is over.
Why not share it here,
No,
man?
wait, what's this about?
I totally forgot about it. Yeah, I was like, printing shop sounds familiar, but maybe I don't know.
That was like a month ago.
Yeah, it was like a month ago. before I started my job, I met Nicholas for
Yeah,
gym.
because we went to the gym. Yeah.
Then
Oh shit, sorry.
he told me about this printing shop saga.
It's not a saga, it's like literally only like the whole story is only 2 days. Okay, no, other stories, okay, sorry. Okay, so okay, first story, right? I've been busy with work as of late. Yeah, I got like a lot of shit. But I did manage to like clear some of my leave. I went for like a chalet, yeah, with some of my poly friends. Yep, so that was quite a blast. I mean, like, it's been a very long time since I had a barbecue. I think like what, like close to like 2 years
You've been
since I
pushing
had
for a barbecue with us since like last year or
Where's
something.
our barbecue?
Y'all always don't want to reply me. I go play with others. I go play with some other people
You
that
got no
reply.
reply.
Where?
Right,
No,
man.
what reply? You never even asked.
He did.
So
Dude,
we
he's
don't
been
even-
asking since last year.
No,
Yeah,
he
but
asked,
we
but
said
like,
we've always been in
yeah,
agreement.
we do reply to him. It's just that if he doesn't ask anything more, we won't reply to him anything. You know.
Okay, Nick.
Yeah,
you know,
see,
we
No,
know
as
this
in
is
like,
printing,
if you ask
printing
us,
shop over
if
friends.
you ask us, we will reply you.
Printing shop over friends is okay.
What the
Okay.
fuck?
Okay, yeah. So I did go to a chalet. It was fun. I like hang out with friends. We like had barbecue, standard chalet things. But I didn't know this one thing though. So basically, right, that time the social group was 10 people. But the chalet, right, you could only have 6 people staying over. They don't tell you this like up front. Like after I booked already, I went to go see like the fine print because I'm a retard like that. I was like reading the front, like the small print. I was like reading. You can only 6 people can stay overnight. Now I'm like, wait, what? But then we had like 8 people over. Then we were like, oh shit.
Police, catch him, please. SD officer, it's him right there.
Just do it the way we did it last time. Remember we had this chalet where we only could like have 4 people in the
Oh.
room, and then we were like planning to hide someone in the cabinet if anyone came to check.
Fuck, man.
We did something similar when we remember our school trip, like our
Where?
Sec 2 trip to Japan,
Uh-huh.
and then they said they wanted us to rest early, and then like you should like stay in your own rooms and sleep. But then we thought they didn't come and check on us, and then in the end they did check on us, and then we tried to hide the 2 biggest size guys in the closet. Do you
Oh
remember that?
yeah. So that's what you guys did?
No. Okay, they did come to check on us, but then we really like literally only had like 6 people.
What happened to the other 2?
They went home.
Oh
Because,
lol.
yeah, they had work the next day anyway, so they were like, we will just like leave early, you know.
Yeah, so in the end it all worked out.
Yeah, it all worked out. But it's just nice to have a barbecue again, you know. It's like I've been missing
Right.
that feeling.
Okay,
Yeah,
what else have you been up to?
I've been busy with just work, I guess. I had to go for like a parade recently. That was like fun. For
Did
those
your
like
green colour
yeah, for-
car get destroyed by a tank?
my what?
By a tank.
Oh, I'm not Mr. Bean. Okay, relax. I get the reference. For those of you who don't know, I'm in the army. Right? Yeah, I have to go for this parade. Then it was like really annoying because I had to wear like the number 1, you know, the one the Guard of Honor wears on National Day, and it's bloody hot. It's freaking hot. It's like so thick. And then like you cannot like sit down or like lie down after you wear it because you're like dirty it. So we just like literally we just like stood around, just like waiting for the parade to start.
Sweating.
Yeah. And then like we had like
Itchy.
rifles with us. We had to put like the bail on the rifles. So everybody had to be like super careful and not you way like you just like stab somebody, you know, in the back.
That's fine.
Got
Yeah.
handsome guys or not?
Sorry, what?
Got handsome guys or not?
Yeah, of course.
Probably,
I
but
was-
none
I
of them
was
are
there.
interested in you.
Huh? Shit.
Lemon and her constant search for handsome guys.
I know, right?
Ask your mom to matchmake for you.
Bro, dude. You know,
Ask
like
your
actually,
brother.
what the fuck? Actually, like recently, okay, not
Not
recently,
date your
lah,
brother.
like long time ago. Okay, not long time ago.
That's very different. Recently, a long time ago.
just somewhere in between. Like my
Okay,
mom
what?
actually like did say, "Oh, do you need help with like finding?" I'm like, "Bro,
Matchmaking.
no."
Oh shit.
Who your mom?
Yeah. Cause
Then what you
like
say?
I say no lah. Fuck.
Why?
Why?
Why? Dude.
You're clearly
You-
alone and in need of.
No,
I
you
mean
never
like I
know.
don't need. I'm
She'll
not
find the
in
best
need.
for you.
No, like fuck. I don't wanna.
I mean, you
I
can
don't-
always be open to these opportunities.
Yeah, like
if
I
it
mean
doesn't work
like
out.
I will be open when I'm ready.
So you're not ready, yeah?
Yeah.
You
Then
keep
what are you
asking for
thinking
handsome
now? Yeah
boys.
lah.
Bro, just in case, bro. I gotta
Just
keep a few
if-
in my sights first. You know. When I'm ready, then I'll know who to go to. You know.
Lemon,
Oh,
just-
you know. Speaking of Lemon being single, the other day we were hanging out with a bunch of other
Oh
friends,
God.
and then one of our friends has like some tarot cards, and then we all like, I was like, fuck it, you know what? Read my love life right there. So we got out the cards. I remember like the first 3 cards, right? Like I think it was like, so basically how it works is like you have to ask a question first. It's like, so the question I asked is like, will I get a girlfriend this year, right? The moment do you remember the moment I said that his
Yeah.
clock started to ring,
Yeah.
and it wasn't like the normal, it was like those cuckoo
Cuckoo
clocks. So yeah, so I asked, I was like, am I gonna get a girlfriend this year? And then there was like silence, and then the clock went off. It was like cuckoo, cuckoo.
wow.
Yeah.
So that
and
was
then,
your
okay,
answer.
yeah, then the thing is that like 3 cards came out, right? They were all like, I have no idea what it means. And then the last card came out, bam! It was like rainbows, 2 doves, and then at the bottom it said the lovers. And I was just like, boy!
Man's gonna get it.
Man's gonna get it
Wait,
after the printing shop incident. Let's get it.
What's the
Let's
green
get
one?
it.
Hey.
So okay,
Okay.
next time we'll fill you in next time.
Yeah. So then Lemon got her like a tarot card read as well.
Yeah, it's depressing, which is
Why?
relatable. Cause
Yeah.
okay, like I just been going along with the flow in my life. Like I just like sometimes in life you just somehow lose sight of what you wanted to do and stuff.
Hmm.
Cause I don't know, either you're like too mentally tired to do anything. So that was me, like, and I know that emotionally I'm not fucking stable. Like having a lot of outbursts and stuff like that, and I just like, it's not that I don't want to interact with people. It's like I don't know how to say like
You don't want to interact with people.
not like okay a day in my life, right? It's just like me going to work, then being cordial with my colleagues, and then like it's not then like having like just like small internal
Like meter has begun.
sorry
shit.
oh no.
I've noticed, but I never say.
So having it okay, let me form my sentences correctly. Having internal monologues, like oh shit,
Monologues.
monologues,
Monologues.
monologues.
Wait, hold on. Let's do the Shakira thing again.
No.
What's Shakira thing?
Just continue with what you want to say. Oh, finally we found a game.
You know, like having just like sometimes you have like you clash with your
Yes.
colleagues, like that's like your just like your goals kind of clashes. Like that's the issue that I have.
Okay.
So yeah, so a lot of it is just like me trying to rationalize it, like
Wait, what?
and trying
I
to
don't know.
like control my emotions towards it. I don't go into outbursts with them, Yeah,
Mm,
and then I go back home, then
you start to decompress.
yeah, and also trying to I mean like the bad thing about is that I don't go into the reflection even though I should like just like properly unwind myself and kind of like write out whatever I feel. So I just go straight into communicating with my other friends. I don't think about work. Which is like so I think that this kind of build up and
Mm.
yeah, got a bit
You
tired.
just chuck it aside
yeah,
somewhat.
yeah. So
Like
it's
sweep it under the rug.
a bit unhealthy.
Okay.
Yeah, so I know that I have like it's just like the minor inconveniences in your life starts to bothers you and affects you emotionally, which is honestly something that should not happen lah. Like it shouldn't bother you that much, right? But it did lah, and yeah, so that affected my mood for a period of time. And that day when I mean, it's something that I don't really talk to other people about, cause I'm very self-aware, like how it's affecting me. But one of my friend knows, like I've been going to like ranting to her somehow, so she knows so that day, like me, Nick, and two of our friends were at the tarot card. So like when the friend reading tarot card was like saying, oh, you are emotionally unstable and all this, like then, like, the mood of the room just dropped to so cold and quiet. You can hear a pin drop, and then it's just like me. It's like, oh shit, why is this so accurate right now?
You fucking dick!
What the fuck?
Sorry, sorry. Lemon, continue.
Yeah.
Wait, again. Sorry, you.
Like basically, it's like tarot cards
Don't
to
do it
me.
again.
Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, tarot cards to you.
Repeat the last sentence. Just the last sentence before
Oh, okay.
Dexter screamed.
I mean, like in general, like to me, tarot cards is something I don't fully believe in. It's just something for fun, and I don't like put my future into it,
Mhm.
But that day, it was like very accurate. I was like kind of shocked, cause I didn't tell people about whatever that's affecting me. Cause every day I just like act like how I should act.
But do you
So
really need a deck of cards to tell you that you're emotionally unstable?
no, I didn't need. I know that I'm emotionally unstable. It's just that when he said that, then like your friends just like, oh shit, what happened to you? Kind of like then in my mind I'm like, wow shit, this is kind of accurate, like how what the fuck.
I just
And
happened to struck the right chords.
yeah. So like, and then like, yeah, it just like made me reflect a bit. I'm like, fuck. Cause like every day I
Like
just trying to. It's
avoid.
just like a shell lah. Like you act out what you are supposed to do and stuff. So you don't really talk about it. Yeah. Anyway,
But would you say that it's an unhealthy way to cope?
yeah,
Right.
cause in a way that I've kind of, I mean, I've been working for quite a while, so I know like this kind of burnout, how it feels and how you should deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
So
what's your best way to deal with
I mean,
this kind of?
definitely, I I would say that I'm still kind of in the middle of finding a way to deal with it. But I know that for me, like I definitely need a way to I need time to like kind of digest whatever that's going on and reflect. Yeah. That's how it is.
But usually, how long does it take to decompress
It depends
and
on whether like
analyze?
how I mean, when these kind of issues happen, right, I know definitely what is going on. Like, not definitely, I just know that, okay, I'm feeling this way because I'm feeling a bit burnout. And after that, it's up to me on how I want to deal with it. Sometimes I just procrastinate and just like, every day I just act it out until like, I decided, okay, enough is enough. I'm going to do something about it. Yeah, and that's how usually it goes.
So when you decide to actually do something about it, what some examples that help?
Um, I think for me, time is a important factor.
Time
Yeah.
heals all scars.
Tumblr quotes.
Oh man. But it's
Because for some people, they exercise or they paint or they sing. You know what
yeah.
works for you? Just time lah, basically, right?
Yes, cause a lot of things that I do, how to say I need a routine to do things. So if I don't say I need to work out, I won't work out. If I don't say I need to play games, I won't play games. Like unless I'm really addicted to a game, right, then I'll be actively seeking things out. So I think at that point of time in my life, right, I just kind of I don't have anything going for me. I don't have any motivation to, like, I don't have a definite goal that I wanted to do. I mean, I have a lot of things that I want to do, but it's just there's no definite plan and goal. Is yeah,
Mm.
it's like I say, like, you know, I want to learn guitar, I want to read books, I want to do etc etc. But
Okay.
if I
You
don't
will add
plan,
into your
yeah,
routine.
if I don't plan if I don't plan to actually commit and execute it, I wouldn't do it. Yeah.
If you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Yeah.
He
Okay,
isn't
I
one of
get
your
it.
residents.
Hey, shut up, Nick. Don't disrespect my residents.
So like I think for me, it's always like it always takes time for me to kind of get back into the right mood so that
Mm.
I can, you know, get back into what I want to do. Yeah.
So you are the type to rely on motivation and mood
I
rather
would
than
say, yeah, I would
routine and
say
discipline.
it affects like my mood definitely affects on how I do things.
Operate,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, I trying to be more self-disciplined and stuff. Like I can do that, but I mean, like it's definitely. I mean, I experienced that time where I'm very disciplined in. Yeah, like, but it was a period of time where I don't have responsibilities. I don't have like work to adhere to. Cause you know, right now when you go to work, a lot of things you're affected by outside factors, so you can't be in control of everything in your life. Right? Yeah. Yeah,
Mm.
so I think that affected me, and it's
Then you
just,
didn't really expect how it's gonna turn out.
yeah, like I think might be because of work. Basically, the root cause is like work.
Wait,
So
are
you're
you
not happy
you
with
are
your work again,
Huh?
You basically
Like, okay,
oh yeah, you have a new job, right? How is it
it's been quite a
better
while.
than your
I
previous
mean,
one?
like it's definitely better.
But it's still
not good.
draining in its own
Uh,
way.
how to say cause you know work versus freelance kind of stuff. Like if you work in a corporate versus you work in freelance, like in the corporate world, every day you're expected to do like keep up with the deadlines in a way. So like at one point of time you just kind of get drained off. Like
Mm.
your creative cells just die and stuff like that. So and that was part of me. But I would not say that I'm not motivated. It's like I really want to do something for the company. But the thing is like right now I'm having an issue where my colleagues are the one that like in my department are the ones that are not
Contributing,
very, yeah,
not
I wouldn't
driven.
say that. Okay, first off, disclaimer, they are really nice people. Okay, they are really, really nice
Their
people.
priorities are just not with.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I would say that they are very nice people. I try to find what's the reason behind like how demotivated they are in this organization. So
So okay.
they are very
You
nice
ask
people.
them,
No, I like as in like from our everyday talk. Like I know what's their grievances towards the company. Like yeah.
Mm.
So basically, I work in digital marketing, and a lot of times recently like a lot of our things is we have to come up with campaigns, and all of us are pretty new. And you know like cause we are the only marketing team in the company right now, a lot of designs need to go through us, and two of them are the ones that do designs, and they come from English, they come from background that
Background, backgrounds, background,
background that
background. Okay,
they come from background that,
don't
yeah,
specialize.
they are not used to the corporate culture yet, I would say. So
Oh, wait, why?
cause like I said, one of them came from freelance, and another one he's an intern. Yeah,
Mm,
so fresh out of the school. So
fresh meat.
like their pace is not as fast as it should be. And
Okay.
yeah, at first I hear from my manager like I can get his complaints and stuff like that. But eventually when it comes down to when it comes down to the three of you are the ones being responsible for a project, right? And you are part of the team, you become the kind of responsible, or you are the one getting affected by their pace in a way. Yeah, so like that is
Because the responsibility, any poor, what
the
is, how do
weakest
you call
link
that?
in your team is your strongest link.
Yeah, yes, yes, that's the term.
Yeah.
So you will have to
What?
answer for any
Yes,
shortcomings, basically.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
So basically, I would say, it's not like they are lazy workers. Okay, how to say, yeah. It's like they get the job done, but they don't
Not
really put their
Best.
heart into it.
heart and
Yeah.
soul.
Yeah. It is really like sometimes let's say for example we finish this digital campaign, and basically English, basically that digital campaign, right, a lot we did do the meeting together to plan out, but like a lot of the creatives, the website, landing page, all this, I did it over the weekend on my own, cause I honestly the deadline was like too tight, so I have to do it. And I really don't blame them for it, cause it's just like it's not their fault lah that this happened. And but the thing is like at a very basic you should know, at a very basic you should know the budget that we have already planned out. What, like you should know that what we did for this campaign, cause we did plan for it together. But the thing is like the next campaign, right, when we are discussing for next campaign, they can ask me, oh, so how much did we set for the previous one? And I realized that even like our meetings, it's just that we spend a lot of time on useless shit, not talking about what should be talked about. Like for example, like you go to a meeting, you know that okay, that this is the agenda for that day, and you should come with some ideas and have some dates in mind. But they can like discuss that, and then like when they say okay, this date to this date, okay, okay, then like a few minutes later, then it's like, so what date are we going to do it that again? Then you just like, don't waste my time lah, please.
Oh,
Like you just get very frustrated for, oh, it just feels like wasting my
so it's
time.
like the message didn't get
It's
sent
not didn't
across proper, is
it's
it?
just that they are not concentrating well. Yeah, and sometimes they can get distracted by other stuff. So like it's not very efficient, and it's not that I don't want to be the no play kind of guy. I don't be like
The siao on
yeah,
character.
I don't be someone to be like a party pooper kind of person. So I also don't know, like I try to bring them back. Like I was like, okay, so like moving on, etc. But like it's very hard to bring them back together, especially when you guys are in a way you guys are on the same level, what, and you don't be the bitch, what, like to be the bossy person. So like that's like the issue I face, or
It's you have to master the choice of words already.
yeah, and yeah, it's a lot of this kind of issue. And like sometimes like you can hear, yeah, I mean like for me I'm very okay with, I'm used to corporate life, so I understand from the company's perspective. Then like you have to hear from your colleagues, like as in like them about grievances, like but it's something like sometimes I just think like you're paid to do this job, what, you know what I mean. And then like at times of time you hear from your manager like this and that, but you also can understand. It's just like tiring in that sense, I would say. Yeah, that's my
So
life.
management is just difficult.
Yeah.
Not can't even imagine middle management level. Just in your own like colleague setting can
Just
be
send them all
difficult.
home.
That's that's what Dexter's company is doing.
Oh yeah, hor. Shit. I should learn from the ball manager. If I
No, if
actually achieve
they
that
not
level, that is.
performing, send home.
I don't know, sia. It's just like, cause to me, it's like I'm someone that is close to them every day, so I have to interact with them, and I get to, unfortunately, experience like all their pros and cons lah. Like their everything, I get to experience it.
So
So
they become your friends as well,
yeah,
correct?
they're considered friends.
So sometimes setting that boundary between work and friends is a bit difficult, correct?
Yeah. So
Like,
yeah,
okay.
it's like very hard lah. Like, but it's like they aren't. I wouldn't say they are. Like, okay, let's say if I have an idea, I'll propose to them, and then they'll be like, okay, on. Like, they're really on, and then they will actually commit to it and do whatever shit that I plan on lah. Like, they aren't. Um, I would not say they are lazy. They actually do their things. It's just like sometimes I feel like things can be more efficient, or and it'll be
Oh,
much more easier if they have the
like they're not
passion.
proactive enough, is it?
Yeah, if they actually have a passion on trying to improve,
But
like trying to
why
gain
not?
what? Yeah.
Why not? When you are suggesting these things, you try to direct and lead them so they are more. Since it's your idea to begin with, maybe they don't have a clear vision of how it's supposed to
No, as in like
go.
for that idea, right? That campaign, that like whatever campaign that I did, I would say like, oh, like we can do this design. Like, can you do it? Then like my my colleague will be like, okay, on. And then like for that one, then she just like really did it on time. She really did it on time, and uh the other guy, I think I didn't really assign much to him. Yeah. No, I did ask him like, oh, if you are free, can you do the IG hashtag research? Then I think like sometimes he just forget about it or something, or he just busy with stuff. So like, okay, never mind, I just do it my own one. So like, if the thing is, I realize if I assign, it's fine. But the thing is, I cannot consistently be the one coming out with the idea and assigning stuff. Of course, I honestly, I don't have the leadership qualities in me to do that. Like, really, I hate
Mm.
asking people to do stuff. Like, yeah. And like sometimes it's like I sometimes it's like, okay, like let's say we need to come up with a social marketing plan, and then we'll sit together. So I just like, I have a few ideas in mind. So I ask them, do you guys have any ideas? Or let's say there was this one, I remember this one meeting very well, where the marketing campaign was, both of them were the ICs, cause like my manager make sure each of us have a project. Yeah. So
Okay.
like, I think a bit mean of me, but out of spite, I just like, I didn't want to take on the so-called leadership role, cause like in a way is the project is assigned to them to be in charge of. So I was like less proactive, cause I just want to see what they want to do, what they gonna do. And like, like the thing is like, you're spending money to do this kind of campaigns. So the our manager from the very start already say, okay, if it's not working well, like you need to kind of change your strategy and stuff like that. And he already like kind of guide us on a bit on how it works, and how, like, from our previous campaigns you can know that what is more effective in capturing attention, right? So like that day, like the campaign has been running for a few days already, and it's not producing results. So I was like thinking, oh, are they going to hold a meeting or something? But they just don't give a shit. They really don't give a shit.
So they continue to force through with that initial plan,
No,
the
like
initial
they
strategy.
just come to me and ask me, so any people buy it? Oh, how's the sales? Like they just ask me that. Then I say, oh, don't have,
Oh,
don't
but
have.
is they are taking the lead for the
Yeah, they
project?
are the ones in
Yes.
charge. Yeah, and then like, they're like, oh, how's the statistics or something? But the thing is like, all these things, right? They already have the account too. So like, in my mind, I'm like, you shouldn't depend on me for that lah. Like, you can just check on your own, what? Like, why you need to ask me to go and check? Cause I know that I'm the one that kind of start the account off, but And then like it's just like this small little inconveniences in my life that it's just like at the point of time I was like in a mood where these kind of things like ticks me off kind of.
Mm.
So like I'm like okay lah, but I'm still very cordial cause need to maintain. So then like that day I know that my manager already kind of hint us like, oh, we need to get our social sites to be more active. So I just say okay, like afternoon I call for a meeting so that we can plan a bit on what we should do on our social media lah. Then the thing is I was like, okay, so you guys got anything? I just said, so you guys got anything you guys want to say about your digital campaign? Shut up, Dex.
Wait,
So
what you see?
I'm looking at the chat also. So you guys got anything you guys want to say about the chat? The chat, fuck, the campaign.
On the project.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they didn't say anything. Then I say, then I just say, oh, you know, like the result is not very good. Do you guys think that we should do something about it? Then they just look at me, then like smile, no ideas, hate empty. I'm like, yo, please. Then I like at least like one of the colleague, then she step out, like she just say, oh, you know, I think we can change this and this. I say, yeah. Then after that, like the two of us discuss about it, while the third dude was distracted by some other shit. Yeah, so he was like kind of non-existent in that meeting. So like in the end, I just helped them to adjust the budget and everything. Yeah, so it just kind of get tiring.
But
in that
these people
case.
are the interns and the new
Yeah, like
graduates, right?
me and this other girl is the grads, like the trainees and then the other guy is the intern. So like we are really the new department and we are really quite lost on stuff.
There's no mentor guiding all of you.
Supposed to have, but recently he's just damn busy.
I think that's the main cause of concern. There's no leadership figure or
Like I would say that the issue with my manager is that he guides us in a way where it's not very not spoon fed lah. It's just like
okay,
very subtle.
vague and
Yeah, he's not
just
that
independent approach.
Yeah, so that our first digital marketing campaign, right? It's just that he show us, okay, you guys go to these sites, learn about theory. Then I
Oh,
think
did
you
you say?
just
I heard something else as well.
Go
It's
to
okay.
these what?
sites, like
Websites.
yeah, LinkedIn
Okay.
sites and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then okay, you guys went to watch these videos already. Okay, so we will next begin our digital marketing campaign, which I'll pass it to you guys to be in charge of. And this is the KPI you guys have to reach. So like basically he just like
What's
dump it to
KPI again?
us. Key performance index.
Mm.
Yeah. So you just dump it out to us without showing us a demo and stuff like that. Then the second one, after the second one, which is the recent one that I wasn't in charge of, then I asked him, can you like please at least lead us, you know, in
Give
as
a template or a
demo
guide.
or something. Then he say, oh, I really wanted to like eventually, but he's like really too busy recently, which I can see that he's super busy lah. Like the office, everything is like breaking down. Yeah.
So it doesn't help that you guys are new and there's interns and there's fresh grads. There's no mentor or leadership
Yeah, it's
figure to
like
show you how it's done.
yeah. The thing is like if only there's someone that is I don't mind being new in a team. Like I don't mind learning and you know applying. But the problem is there's no one to guide and if like let's say I have motivated colleagues with me, right? And we can just kind of, you know,
Push through together.
yeah, like study buddies like that. If only
Mm.
then I'll be like I think the team will be moving on way faster than the pace we are going at. And if there's a more proactive person to lead the team, I think it'll be way easier lah. But right now I think my manager is just like putting the hopes on me and I really have no I really
No
have
clue.
I don't have the qualities to do that.
The capability, the
Yeah.
confidence and in your capability to
Yeah.
lead the projects. Okay lah, I guess to give everyone benefit of the doubt, no one is really at fault here.
Yeah.
Maybe they are not as proactive, but then again, you think about it, they are freaking new. They also don't know how to. Maybe they don't know how to be proactive, because they don't know what they are actually supposed to be doing or to do more of. Whereas if
Yeah.
you have a guide by a mentor or someone experienced, then they know like this is the proper by the book way. Okay, so they know what they can do more of, what they can be efficient
Yeah, I think
with, and that kind of stuff.
I don't really honestly I don't really blame anyone in this situation cause my manager he's busy, my colleagues they are new and lost also,
Mm.
and you can see the conflict lah. Like my manager feel that we are not moving fast enough, and while my colleagues find that my manager is
Not helping enough.
yeah. So like I can really see this conflict, and it's also not this like no one is at fault, but also everyone has their own little cons in a way where like we can do better in a way, we can be more proactive in our learning, we can ask him more. And my manager also has like he also said to us like if you guys need more, like you guys can ask me any questions like for help and stuff like that, like if you need more guidance on stuff like that. And yeah, like he can provide us like um the information, but it's like he cannot be there to hold our hands at this point of time, but he can provide us with the information. Wow.
Mm.
Yeah, so this is the issue, and I'm like I just like kind of trying to bridge this gap, but for me to actually bridge it, I also need to spend time to go and study on my own, so yeah.
You have to set by example first,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel. And maybe if they don't ask your mentor, you have to be the one
Yeah, that's like
always
what I'm
seeking guidance.
yeah, I'm the one. I've been trying, I really been trying to be more proactive at times, but it just gets kind of tiring. Cause I honestly, I'm just a very, very chill person also, very passive, and I have to wear this
New hat.
yeah, to be more proactive. So I guess that's a little bit of how I'm getting drained at work. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you think about it, it's a learning experience. Maybe since you have always been a passive kind of individual or worker, this is your chance to, even though you might not prefer it, but it can be your chance to practice that side of you that you never really get to bring out.
Yeah.
Okay lah,
So
just bear with it lah. I guess
yeah.
every job will have their issues one.
I mean, like to me, I think the issue is that sometimes you do things that kind of not suited for you for a while. You just kind of get tired, and then you just kind of go into this blurry phase, which was the phase that I was at, I think. Yeah. So
Like
right
at your
now
last
I'm
job?
sorry.
Like at your last job?
No. As in like I tell you my mood very bad kind.
Oh, right.
So
Okay.
like honestly, I was kind of glad that you guys were busy, and then didn't want to do a podcast cause I was like kind of burnt out also.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah lah, but I mean, if you ever have these concerns, just bring it up lah. There's no
Yeah.
harm in doing so.
Don't
It's
text me, I'm
like
busy.
Busy getting sent home.
Yeah, bro.
yeah. But recently in better place mentally. I think also like part of the reason is I'm cause I'm kind of tired. I don't work out, and then when I don't work out, if you eat as usual, you gain weight, and then when you gain weight, you try to cut down your diet, and then like I think the lack of food also affected my mood. Then when I eat more recently, then I last
It
week,
will all
yeah,
just snowball.
yeah. Then this week I think yeah, I just started working out again and eating better. I mean I went back. I did gain weight but I think it's a good thing.
Mm.
And also I started reading.
Oh, wow, congrats.
Thank you.
What
What do you read?
what book?
I bought Epictetus.
What?
Huh?
What?
Don't split the word. Say it as
Okay.
like one word.
Epictetus. Epictetus?
Oh,
Epictetus.
Hepatitis?
Yeah,
hepatitis. Huh?
Yeah,
What?
Epictetus.
Spell, just spell. God.
Okay, epic. Tetus.
Epicitus.
Epictetus? How to pronounce it?
Epic. ECTUS.
Epic. Tetus.
Epic. TETUS.
Yeah.
Epic.
Oh, it's like the philosopher.
Titis.
Yeah, it's a philosopher.
I like how all three of us were like, huh?
Why are you reading such?
I say
Suddenly
I call
everyone's
it
awake.
Epictetus. Because I don't know how to actually
Oh,
pronounce
it's
his
like a
name.
Greek philosopher.
Yeah, he's a
What's
philosophy
his
philosopher
main
for
idea?
Stoicism.
Oh, so it's like Marcus Aurelius.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I started reading cause I don't know, for some reason I just got more interested into PewDiePie's old book review videos. Like I listened to it at work to calm me down, you know. It was like something that it really does calm me down and like makes my mood more stable. So like then I decided to, you know, myself, cause like it's always been at the back of my mind to actually start reading more books, and then I decided just go ahead and buy it.
I think we talked about this in the last podcast also, right?
Yeah.
Or previous
Cause you
podcast.
were reading, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lemon, how do you get these from TUS?
Epic. No, it's like it's a Epictetus.
Tetus.
No, cause the
I
thing
would
is
I would say
like
tetus or tet.
it's a meme
Yeah.
like to pronounce his name
Epictetus?
that way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that
Oh.
So it's like
explains it.
Epictetus. But it's Epictetus.
Oh.
Was it Epictet? I don't know how to pronounce it.
Epictetus.
But honestly, I thought it's gonna be very hard.
Hepatitis.
Yeah. I thought it's gonna be very hard.
Hepatitis.
I thought it's gonna
What?
be
Sorry?
very I thought it's gonna be very hard to go into reading after such a long time, right? But like
Not really, right?
yeah, it was like quite smooth, yeah. Also, I recommend reading that Stoicism books.
Mm.
Helps you.
You let me after you finish reading.
Sure. If you are really interested, I really can lend you.
I probably can read, but I won't understand what it's talking about.
Is I wouldn't
Fish.
it's not that hard to understand, I would say.
But personally, I feel philosophical books take a lot more focus
Yeah, it really
to
does.
digest the content.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Usually-
reading a philosophical book also,
What book?
and it's Justice by Professor
Justice.
Michael Sandel. Yeah, you
Butter
can.
chicken.
Huh? Why
Oh,
butter
sorry.
chicken?
Oh no, what? You just continue.
Yeah, you can search it out. It's called Justice. His
Oh.
course is on YouTube. He's like a Harvard professor. Then it's just morals, and he takes philosophical ideologies from different old school philosophers and he puts them into discussion. Because everyone
Oh.
has different ideas of who is right, who is wrong, which
Mm.
way is society supposed to be like. So he just discusses these issues with examples, with real life examples or situations.
I see.
It's pretty interesting. If you don't want to read the book, you can just watch the YouTube video. I'll send the link later.
What is the right thing to do?
Yeah, it's that one. Michael Sandel. It's a good introduction to philosophy, I feel.
Actually, the book that I'm reading is also quite good. Cause like I would say it doesn't start off very hard to understand. Yeah. But I agree with the point where for philosophical books you really need to concentrate to understand. Like yeah.
Sometimes I read a whole paragraph explaining
don't-
a certain concept. Then I have to step away from the book and just
Yeah.
digest and understand. And
I reread the things. Yeah. I was like, okay, what
Yeah,
does
yeah,
this actually
yeah.
mean?
yeah, and you have to visualize it in your head, and then debate within your own mind whether it's what you personally prefer to believe in, basically.
But I think like stoicism. Have you guys ever heard of it?
No.
Yeah.
I did in a game.
I used to follow
He's the
Marcus
guy from
Aurelius.
How to Train Your Dragon.
Then what happened? Why you stop following him? You believe other stuff already.
No, just he has pretty great points, but I'm just exploring other
School
ideas
of thoughts.
as well. Yeah, other school of
Okay.
thoughts.
From the definition on Wiki, Stoicism teaches the development of self-control and fortitude as a means of overcoming destructive emotions. Yeah.
Mm.
The philosophy holds that becoming a clear and unbiased thinker allows one to understand the universal reasons. So basically is it's teaching you how to rationalize, like it separates emotions and how
Logic,
you, huh?
Emotion and logic.
Yeah, in a way lah.
Rationality.
It's like
One of my favorite quotes is something like, "You suffer more in imagination than reality."
yeah. It's also like one of it is like you cannot
That guy has never been punched before.
like you cannot control, like you should not care about things that are out of your control. Yeah.
Right.
I'm like I think like the ideas behind it is something that will definitely help me cause I'm an overthinker. But I think it's like putting it into action is way harder than it looks.
Have to take small steps. But special forces, they take that approach as well.
Yeah.
Like what you can control, you do your best to, I guess,
React.
control
Yeah, it's like
and
what you
react. But
can
what
react
you
to.
cannot control, just accept and adapt to it. Basically,
And
that's
also
how they
like,
get by.
yeah, it's also like how they portray death.
Mm,
Yeah. So like a lot of people are scared of dying, right? So
fair enough.
like for them it's like they just say like how to say their approach is like more of like a progress thing. So like you should kind of be just enjoying life as it goes out. Like don't worry about the end point in a way.
Live in
Yeah.
the moment.
Yeah.
Live on the streets.
Yes.
that got me. That was pretty good.
That's a very late reaction.
Well, welcome back to the reading club.
Yeah. It's a very interesting school that I encourage people to look into
Look
it.
into.
Mm.
Okay, so it's been a
Wow.
lengthy podcast session,
We said we
Only an
want to
hour
end
plus.
at 10 and it's like 10:30.
but it's great lah. It's great because we've been away for so long,
Yeah.
so there's a lot to catch up on
Oh my
in
god,
our own daily
also
lives.
from next week onwards, I'm on a 6-day work week of 12 hours shift.
Wait, what? Why?
Straight.
Yeah, cause yeah, like it's a public holiday thing, like a public holiday weekend. Like
This
everybody
big
happy cause like they got long
weekend.
Oh, because of Labor Day and
Hari Raya. Right?
What's that?
is it?
Yeah, the thing is like cause my company they starting a pop-up store for that week. So I'm stationed there, sadly.
Where is this pop-up? Oh, you should
It's
text
at
us later. Text us later.
should I just advertise? Cause
Promote.
To the 4 people watching the stream.
yes, it's at Kovan, Heartland Mall.
Oh, fuck that
Fucking
shit. That's
far,
too far
bro.
away.
Bro, come visit me. I very lonely.
what
Problem, ah.
what pop up? What kind of pop up?
We'll be selling frozen food and sakes and Japanese noodles.
Do we get discount?
Yeah, we are running
Sure or not?
we are running a pop-up store discount.
Oh,
Yeah, like
so
pop-up
it'll be cheaper
exclusive.
compared to. Wait, what other ways are there to purchase the goods? Your
Online.
website itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Then
come
you
down
buy
to the
then
mall.
you bring back to Jurong for us.
If you're gonna pay, I don't mind being the delivery man.
I'll pay for the things that I buy lah.
Yeah, I really don't mind if you really want to buy. Cause like we really have sales target to reach,
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll let you know. Oh shit. Yeah, I'll
But
let you know
like
again.
Honestly, the thought of
Show
it sucks.
share the catalog or the
Okay,
what
I
you guys
will
offer.
share eventually. I'll
Share in the
share
Twitch chat.
share Twitch chat. I don't have like online catalog. I only got my website. But like pop-up exclusive items are not they are not categorized online yet. It's only like the menu and stuff like that, which I
Mm,
only have the picture of.
okay, lor. I mean, at least for those interested, they can see or narrow in
Whoever
on
is
what they want
actually
first.
on this, I mean, I'll be there. I mean, it will be available entire week.
Mm,
Sadly for me.
it's alright. Persevere, man.
Thank you, bro. You know.
So only 1 week, 6-day work week.
Yeah, cause I got 1 day off.
Damn.
Oh, is that
12
5 days?
hours though.
Huh? As in like 1 week is
6
7
days,
days, what? So 6 days
Oh.
work
What the
week.
hell?
Next.
It's time to wrap up the podcast.
No, wait, what? No, I still don't understand. You have 6-day work week, but you have 1 day off.
So
So 6 days work, 1 day
yeah,
off in that 1 week.
but the shop will be there for 1 week.
7 days.
Yeah,
Oh, so it's 7 day, but you 1 day off.
yeah.
Okay.
Come visit me, please.
Yeah. I
Kovan
video
though.
call you.
Okay lah, my workplace is nearby. So
Really?
Kovan, where's Kovan?
yeah,
It's
my
northeast on Purple Line.
It's like Hougang there, so.
Yeah.
Like,
uh,
I like never even hear of this place before.
huh?
Kovan.
Never.
Honestly, I
I-
never also until like I had to go there.
You all need to-
Kovan, my primary school friend.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
Fucking random.
Was he Indian?
No,
What? That doesn't sound like an Indian
it's
name.
Chinese.
Huh? It doesn't sound like a Chinese name. Kovan.
It's a Chinese name. It's not a Chinese name, but it's a name, an English name for a
I mean,
Chinese
people-
person.
Oh, is it?
It's like how Dexter doesn't sound Chinese to you, does it?
No, but Kovan doesn't even sound like a normal English name.
Kovan doesn't sound like a name.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a name, exactly.
It's a
But
name
I
for
mean,
MRT station.
It's like fucking. I mean, people are coming out with like weird names now.
Oh, Boon Lay. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What is Boon Lay? Eggs.
Fuck you, Zafami.
Alright. I'm gonna
Yeah,
ciao.
yeah, same.
Okay.
I work tomorrow.
See you guys. Hopefully we will maybe be around next week.
I thought you got your Kovan.
I mean, like Friday I'm off.
Okay.
Oh.
But you don't want to rest, man.
I mean,
You want to spend time with your loyal supporters on Twitch.
what the
His
fuck?
loyal supporter on Twitch.
She needs a weekly rest. Or else later the build up come again, then she go into depression or some shit.
Fuck off.
Then the,
lah.
then the first person she's gonna murder is us.
That's all the tarot card session.
Shit, yeah.
Be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we will update
Bye.
the
Bye.
date comes nearer.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye, guys.